So yeah, last week you were like, "Is there something in the air?" And something literally was in the air, and that was the Canadian wildfires.
Trevor's been up to date on his fires.
Yeah, because it's affecting
It's affecting his.
my day to day.
You're off your rhythm.
Well, yeah, but it's also fucking on my throat.
Could this be a lack of spirit thing? Probably not.
A
Right?
lack of spirit, but I don't know. I don't really know what like a throat pie.
When are you gonna be
is.
better?
When when the air quality gets better.
Now, when is that?
I don't. When the fires get better. When there's less fire in Canada.
And who controls that?
The firefighters.
So they're not. That is a good point, though. If they would get in there,
Yeah.
kind of get it done.
I looked up the thing, and there's like only some are controlled, but a lot of are out of control.
Uncontrol.
Yeah.
It's like, what's the deal with all that?
I don't know, man. It's a bummer. Keeps happening.
They could do it in the winter.
No, because it's like it because this happened a couple years ago around the same time when it just started becoming summer, started getting nice out, and then the shit started burning.
Yeah.
The air quality got bad.
Yeah.
And
so you're saying whatever came before is how we should do it?
It's happening because it's summer, it's hot, so it wouldn't happen in the
Tradition.
winter. Tradition.
Is that lost on us?
No.
What is going on out there?
History repeats itself.
Where is that sense of being part of something?
You could, yeah. I don't know, man.
We should start a fire, bring people together down here, and other people can deal with it. You know, their throats can hurt.
Yeah, well, I'm not the only one.
Are you? So you think if you're having a good time, whoever's expense it's at, it's fine.
No.
So you got limits.
I have standards.
But you indulge.
I tend to indulge.
You live a life of luxury.
It is better than a lot of
You be grateful for what you got.
I'm absolutely grateful.
Life, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Speaking of which, you got that bird cam?
Where's
the bird cam?
Are they here?
Yeah, they're here.
All right.
This is life, folks. It's not just something to take for granted. Trevor, we're back. Trevor scared the birds away, so we had to cut the whole thing. Which is the funny thing. It's like even when you think you're taking the time to value life, it's too late.
Too late.
That's what's going to happen in the end, I think, you know? You're like, I'm really going to start living it up.
Yeah.
I think whenever you make that decision, 6 months, you know? Whenever you really feel it in your soul, that's when they're, yeah, you know?
What are you talking about?
I'm saying each person's got a journey, right?
Yeah. Yeah, everybody has a journey, and
Everybody
everybody's on
has
their
a
own journey.
Right?
Yeah.
Whenever you get to that part in your journey where your soul is like, I'm going to make that change. I understand it now. You know? That's when I think the universe gives you like 6 months.
6 months.
And that might be generous.
To change?
To live. You know? Of course that's when you start dying.
Yeah. Well, I think a lot of people want to change when
even
they know.
when you think, you know what, I'm going to start doing it. Too late.
I think a lot of people change when they know they're going to die. You know what I mean?
Little foresight, you know.
Like, yeah, if you know you're going to die, I think you are going to.
Right.
Or if you know you're going to die soon.
But I think they're probably hand in hand. I think if you're
Sure.
if you were just make that change organically, then you're also going to die. I think those things maybe aren't exclusive.
Yeah.
Which makes you wonder, like all the people still around who we think are great. It's like, hey, how good are you? They must be hiding something, because they're kind of still hanging out.
Yeah.
Even when you think you're making that change, and you're on top of it, too late. We're trying to capture a moment, and Trevor scared him off.
Oh yeah. Yeah, everything's wired here. Yeah. We don't, I don't have like a wireless camera here. Would have been easier. But I hear them now.
They're tweeting again.
Yeah,
just mocking
these beautiful birds outside of Simon's window.
Yeah.
The bathroom window.
3 little birds outside the window.
Maybe we'll get footage tomorrow. Whenever. They'll be there, man. You have cameras.
What if they're not?
Dude,
it's
they're not going anywhere.
You don't get worried?
No, because they keep coming back.
That's true. There's more now.
Yeah. You said there's like 4 in there? 4 kids?
3 kids. And I was feeding the other one strawberries, so.
I hope
they're probably nice and strong.
Yeah.
If you want one.
What?
You were saying you wanted a northern cardinal.
I wanted a northern cardinal?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's everybody's dream, isn't it? To have a northern cardinal bird.
And I'm giving you that opportunity, and you're not interested.
You want me? I can capture this bird and then you can take care of the kids.
Why don't you just ask them?
Yeah, we can try.
Words are usually a good first step.
Not for birds.
Words for birds. Trevor's got some words for birds. You got some stuff you want to get off your chest. Go.
I'm really upset that Brian Wilson has passed.
Right.
Yeah, I wanted to say rest in peace, Brian.
Wouldn't it be nice if he was not dead?
Yeah, well, I think he had peace. I think he was at peace with himself, and he had done so much, especially like at that age. He was doing so much. And he had to go eventually.
Yeah.
And David Lynch died earlier this year too.
Yeah.
That
you
had a bit of an impact on me, and I mean, I always knew Brian Wilson was gonna die, but
you always know these things.
Yeah.
You think he'll make one big super Instagram story post? These guys were both meant a lot to me.
Yeah, totally.
And
that'll be it. No,
tag him.
Yeah, he just if there's a time to reflect on him, it's now.
It's funny to tag the person who's dead already. We'll follow.
Yeah. He'll follow me, then I'll get posted. The Wilson family knows of me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. We'll take a moment.
Moment of silence for Brian Wilson.
Who's that to his right? Looks like Kevin Spacey.
Okay.
I thought it was Kevin Spacely with the Hitler mustache.
Spacely. Kevin Spacely.
Kevin Stanley.
Kevin Spacey. No, it's funny that you say that. Because, that's John Cusack next to Brian Wilson.
Yeah.
That's Paul Dano. Paul Dano plays young Brian Wilson. John Cusack plays old Brian Wilson in the 80s.
In a biopic?
So I remember I watched American Beauty one time, and I didn't know who the lead was. I thought it was going to be John Cusack because they're similar. Yeah. But it was Kevin Spacey, and I was like, fuck. In the Hollywood show business. Yeah. Has that ever crossed your mind?
It certainly crosses the mind, but also like Trevor. We were talking about Trevor's attraction to Kevin Spacey. He offers you a role, right?
Kevin, he's an actor.
He can get you in on a big film. Okay. And this fella, well, he doesn't say it directly, but he's like, I got a ping pong table at my house. But everyone keeps saying, a lot of dicks showing.
Oh, like they're playing ping pong with their dicks.
I'll just go anyways. I'm sure that won't be weird.
Those same high school guys I was telling you about earlier, they would play ping pong like with their dicks.
Whoa.
Yeah, they would. They did like.
Did you feel comfortable?
I wasn't there, but it's one of those things you hear about in the pipeline.
You weren't there?
Wasn't there. You only hear about these things.
Well, not everyone that gets raped can just not be there, Trevor. Do you understand the flaw in that logic?
No, I don't. Well, no, I do. I just don't know what. I don't know what you said.
And then you get this idea that if you can win a few rounds, you'll get this
ping
role.
Pong at Kevin Spacey's house.
You'll get this role, and then you go through with it, and then maybe your career doesn't pan out how you hoped, and then you're like, I might have been raped, which fair game. But Trevor was saying, just don't go.
Just don't go. You're better than that. You don't need a roll.
You might be.
Uh,
I mean, how good's a roll?
Don't give in to Holly Weird.
It's Holly Weird.
It's Holly Weird. Holly Weird.
Trevor, you don't think you're the judge, jury, and executioner for these guys, are you? I mean, you're not.
I don't decide who lives and who dies.
What if you did? A lot of people could go, right?
Yeah.
Making that decision would still be tough.
Absolutely. This is a whole life. And, I'm just a dumbass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are,
What's going on with you, man?
Well, I'm going to play ping pong later. And just working on my career, really.
Yeah.
Got a match set up.
So you have a good... Yeah. You're good at ping pong, I assume.
I'm trying to get better.
Yeah.
And my thought,
Yeah.
I would just do it on my lonesome, but I don't have it at the table.
Yeah, someone... See, yeah, because I know you only play in groups, but someone told me you're, way better at it, when you have no clothes on than when you're fully clothed.
It's that... I don't know if you're big into aerodynamics. Swimmers, they'll shave the hair on their body.
Yeah. Is that what you do for the ping pong?
That weight difference, it's like...
Yeah.
You
got pretty hairy arms.
You ride a bike long enough, you can really feel those extra pounds.
Yeah.
That the bike weighs.
Sure.
And then something a little lighter is you can feel it. You get that sensitivity. So even a layer of a garment, you got on.
Yeah.
It's gonna slow you down quite a bit, and you don't realize.
It's gonna slow you down.
I got this friend. He's not afraid to be open. He's we're getting better at the game. There's only one way to really improve at something.
Yeah.
How do you do that, Trevor? You got to practice. You got to keep going. You got to keep doing it.
You keep doing it.
And he's actually doing pretty well financially. He's a friend of mine. So, and I'm not I don't care where you are in life. I value you as a person. But that being said, we do have a good time. He always gets, 2 pizzas could feed the group. He gets 5, and it's just that. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Have you ever had a friend like that?
Yeah.
It's we're having a good time tonight. We're not really thinking about it too much.
Yeah. It's one of those.
He's pretty well respected in his field.
Yeah.
And it's something I'm interested in as well.
What's his field?
Well, I don't want to give his identity away.
Well, you don't have to give his identity away by giving away his field.
He's a plumber.
Is that so?
This fella, works on the pipes.
Mario?
I'm
Your friends with Super Mario?
They had a whole galaxy, man. They couldn't squeeze me in.
You went to the Mario Galaxy? Well, that's just unfunny. What does that even mean?
I don't know, man.
What does that mean? By who? The Koopa?
Rosalina.
We got Anthony Petrella coming on.
And he's just... Trevor?
He's a swell guy. I haven't talked to him in a while. But he really is a swell guy.
What were you doing going to Super Mario Galaxy?
Playing
You
the
think there was something
game.
in it for you, though?
No.
What were you trying to get out of it?
Playing the game. I always wanted as a kid.
You knew the risks, though, right?
Oh, I knew the risk. I played that shit in GameStop when I was dying, and I couldn't, when you're looking up at the screen.
Yeah.
Kept dying. Couldn't play a game like that. So I had to beat the game. Anthony Petrella plays in Mascara Cowboys.
And we've had 3 of the members. This will be the 4th.
This will be
We're really wrapping the whole thing up.
That's the whole arc. Yeah. And he plays drums, and he's a fantastic drummer.
And then we'll get all 4 at once.
Him and Anson were
do Do a game or something.
Yeah, we'll play a big dude. Remember Deadly Twister?
No.
Or did you watch like Filthy Frank at all?
No, not really.
I gotta show you some messed up stuff after this.
Okay, but I got that game.
Anyways, yeah. Yeah, we can play some games. They could play a song.
Any ideas for what we
we got to keep it as a surprise. But yeah, I have ideas.
Don't say ping pong because we can't fit the table in here.
Yeah, I know.
We can't fit the table in here.
Yeah. Well.
Also, I'm beginning to think this whole thing's making me uncomfortable.
What?
The whole ping pong thing. It's like,
Yeah,
I'm getting good.
I know, man. But you don't have to go through with it.
I don't know. It's like, it's nice to have friends, though.
Yeah, and I know you really want to strengthen your career.
My career. Quick. This is fun.
And it's a golden opportunity.
This is fun. You know, but it's just, maybe there's something.
Like there's something more to it.
There could be something. There could be maybe something more.
Yeah, well, maybe Anthony knows.
Anthony Petrella.
Yeah. Him and Anson were like some of the first guys I met within the scene.
Now, how'd that happen, man?
I don't
Just
know.
ran into him.
I think we met Garrett first, and then we met Anson, and then we met Anthony. And they were playing in a band. It was just Anson and Anthony. They were playing in a group called Ran In on Annie, and they were awesome.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah. So he's a great drummer and a swell guy. They're both fun to watch play.
What do you think he brings to the table in life?
Anthony?
Yeah. Jeez.
He's very I don't know, man. He's a positive guy.
Just positive, just a nice attitude. So
Yes.
the second he gets a little negative, he has no worth to you.
I think I've seen him at a negative point, but it's a very realistic and it was very realistic and warranted.
Right.
You know, he doesn't seem like some guy who overreacts. You know?
You know, they were coming at him.
I'm excited. I'm excited to talk to him. I haven't talked to him in a while.
Yeah, clear his name.
Clear his name.
He's kind of the mysterious cowboy. I don't know.
I think so. That's what
a lot of people are saying.
Yeah, and I remember Anson saying that.
Anson said that.
Because, yeah.
And we've had him on the show, actually.
That's right. Yeah.
We're having the whole bunch. And then we'll have them all on together.
Yeah. This will be awesome.
So you guys were just wandering the street, bumped into each other, huh?
I think I met him at a show, man. At the show he was playing.
And that really fostered a
friendship of some kind.
You ever thought about fostering a child?
No.
Dude, a lot of them need help.
Yeah, but
you don't want a temporary
It's not me. Some people they're like, oh, you don't want a cat? Or like, oh, you can't afford a cat. Why don't you foster a cat? I'm like, man, that sucks too.
Yeah, then I guess it goes.
Yeah.
So you're selfish. You want to have him.
Yeah.
And if I'm paying for him.
Yeah.
I want him. He's mine.
Yeah.
But it doesn't occur to you to take that step, put that hand out there for someone to grab.
Responsibility. It's someone. There's plenty of people who.
There's other people
will take a cat.
No, the child.
Oh, a child?
The children.
It's not happening.
What if you guys have similar interests?
Me and the child?
Yeah.
I hope I never. Whenever I see a child, I'm not wondering if we have similar interests. You know what I mean? Because I think that's kind of weird.
Yeah, but if you're shopping around for one.
Yeah.
You're gonna, want to get to know him.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, is that what parents are thinking when they adopt kids? Or does this kid meet our values? Does this kid have it figured out? Does he meet our values as a parent?
I don't know, man. Some adopted kids' parents are strange.
Yeah.
Real strange.
Totally.
Maybe it's just because they're not like the kid. A lot of times they're not like the kid. That'd be weird, man.
You know,
it wouldn't be weird because it would just be your life, but it would be weird.
When I was little, when I was like watching cartoons all the time, like on kids shows and everything, I just like assumed that like I just assumed like when I was really young, I just assumed that like black people and white people couldn't be in a relationship because all the parents on TVs, it was always like a black couple or a white couple. It was never a mixed race couple. But now it's like it's more popular in cartoons. Like they have mixed race couples. And it's good to see. But when I was a kid, I was just like, what? So can they just not like? Is that just like not cool?
Yeah.
But then you grow up and you look out in the real world and you see plenty of, like blacks can be with whites.
Yeah.
Believe. Yeah.
They can. Don't laugh it off, man. What, you think they can?
They absolutely.
Sometimes it's
not
aggressive.
One to judge.
Sometimes
what's aggressive?
The ad. It's like one of each. It's like, all right, what are we doing? It's like
I don't know.
It's like a young Asian lady school bus driver pulls up to the mixed race house, and their adopted Venezuelan daughter hops on the bus.
You've clearly never been to Chicago.
I'm not into advertising. I'm not in the business.
That's like Chicago, man. That's what living in Chicago is like.
A lot of our Chicago listeners are gonna hate that one.
What are you talking about?
There's a lot of racists in Chicago.
Wait, what? Really?
No, I don't. I mean, from the ones that I know.
You know a lot of racists from Chicago.
It's just. Here's the thing. A lot of people, you're friends with them on kind of like a surface level.
Yeah.
These Chicago racists are kind of just my like. If I'm when I'm in Chicago.
Yeah.
I'm feeling a little. These fellas, and we just get a sandwich. It's not like we're yelling slurs, but I will tell you, I can't support everything they do.
Yeah.
You're saying that's Chicago? Just a big mix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. I mean,
but there's you can just say any city, right?
There's racist people everywhere, but I think Chicago is like that is.
You think they're racist?
No, I just said
it's very mixed. It's very mixed up because of the water. A lot of people
they have the racists,
water.
they have the non-racist, they have the allies. They have it all, man, in Chicago. That's why everybody keeps moving there.
Yeah. Everyone's just hanging out.
Yeah, all the allies are, allied. Wait,
yeah,
are in alignment.
Alignment.
Yeah. Yeah.
And when I'm in Chicago, I'm feeling a little. These guys are
freaky,
my
you're
allies.
feeling a little freaky.
These guys are, because you need someone to turn to.
Yeah.
It's a big city.
Yeah.
And you're just lost in there.
Simon was talking to a MILF last night.
What was she doing? She was.
There was an old man. Yeah, there's an old man being weird, and I think she was kicking me on purpose. Because she was uncomfortable.
But that was like the weirdest way to.
She turned around. No, I mean she was just like uncomfortable.
I know, but she was kicking you.
Yeah, but I think then I don't care.
And then she said sorry, and just turned around and kept talking to the dude. So I figured.
I mean, I was like 3 sheets to the wind. So like if she was.
What does that mean?
That just means I was fucked up. But I couldn't pick up on anything. But no, she was uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And just wanted to talk to us, did not do. And then he was just like, "I'll see you later." And then he kept walking around talking to women.
Yeah.
And I saw him talk to like a really young blonde lady.
Yeah. He
was just like, "You still here?"
Yeah.
Just being a menace.
Yeah.
And then like as soon as he left, she was like, "All right, thanks." And then turn around like nothing we talked about didn't matter.
Yeah. It's like, all right, we didn't actually meet you.
Yeah. But she's coming on to you.
Yeah. Or she would come off me. She's saying she might have some real cool children.
She said her boys are 17 and 19.
17 and 19.
Yeah. Yeah, we gotta.
What else did she say? A lot of nothing. She's basically like, I'm old. Yeah.
Yeah.
We know. But then she was, I thought we had a moment, and she just left.
Yeah, I mean, that's what happens.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You know, it's just,
man,
life is fleeting.
Life is fleeting, and so are the moms.
The music was great, man.
Yeah, that was a good night of music.
Trevor wouldn't dance. Trevor has no.
No, it was in my head.
He's got no dancey feet.
I do sometimes, man. If I was maybe 5 sheets to the wind or 4.
5. You should have gone 4.
No,
I was plenty of sheets to the wind.
Plenty of sheets, man. I woke up.
I had a rough morning.
It was okay. I drank a lot of water.
Big water.
I noticed I left my jeans in the bathroom, and you know when your other 2 roommates are sober, it makes you really feel like a degenerate.
Yes. So completely sober? Oh, just that day.
What?
Just today?
No, they're both sober. Guys.
All of the time.
Yeah.
Just forever. That's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it does make you look like a loser. Which fairness.
Yeah, but
to be fair.
I know they don't perceive me as that, so that's good, you know.
But maybe on a subconscious level, they don't believe you.
They're like, man,
they don't
this
believe
guy's
you.
fucking. What is he on?
What is he on?
Yeah. I'm on the shits.
Yeah, it was fun filming the show.
That was a fun show.
Holding the camera.
I didn't eat enough. I got really tired, but no.
Trevor got tired.
No, I was listening to the board audio. It sounds really good.
Nice.
Yeah, the audio. Yeah, those are gonna be sick videos.
Trevor thinks they're gonna be sick videos, but go on over to Video Trevor. Check it out. Trevor Hawk, YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah. That was Simon's first time filming a show. And I didn't look at the footage yet, but I think it's going to be good.
If it's better than yours, are you going to feel bad?
I will.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
I would not think to do that.
Maybe a bit of beginner's luck is what I'll say, make you feel a little better, but
yeah,
we will both know. We got Anthony coming on. And this
Any second now.
Mascara Cowboys. Life. You know.
Yeah, YOLO.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Do you miss the froyo?
I mean, kind of. No, there was like a froyo spot we could maybe go to when we go to Pittsburgh.
We'll hit it up.
But it's funny how that blew up because it's just soft serve ice cream.
Yeah.
But that place was awesome, man. It's, you know, it's part of they have everything, you know, my top 4 sweets, gummies,
yes.
Cookies, ice cream, and donuts. They don't have donuts. But they have sprinkles.
We got a sweet tooth?
I'm a big sweet tooth guy.
Maybe
eat so many cookies.
It was pretty good, and then they all went out of business.
What, a froyo spot?
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. It's called Sincerely Yogurt.
That's no good.
No.
It's no good at all.
No, I don't agree with that. All right, well, R.I.P.
Yeah. Kevin Spacey. Literally Kevin Spacey with it. Maybe it's just the angle. Do you see the Kevin Spacey with the mustache?
I think I think they all kind of look like different versions of Kevin Spacey, to be honest. I mean, I don't mean to do Brian like that, but he does. He looks really scared in this, and I assume this is what Kevin Spacey looked like when, you know, they got him.
Yeah.
You know, just like, oh!
Gotcha.
You see what I mean?
We got Anthony coming on. Ad block.
Yep.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
That's not Kevin Spacey.
No, it's a beautiful man.
What is that? Someone slamming on my window?
Yeah.
Well, we touched on a lot. Super Mario Galaxy, wrong place, wrong time. You know, a lot can happen.
A lot can happen.
It's not all your fault.
Nope.
But also, Trevor was saying, you know, his childhood school friends, they all grew up together from his hometown.
I mean,
and now they're all still friends, but a lot of them must suck.
Yeah, I mean that happens in a lot.
They're just around.
It's a lot of cases like that.
Yeah, a lot of people going through that, and if you are, you're not alone.
It's good to have, you know, maintain friendships. You know, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. In fact, someone I was friends with in high school just texted me right now.
Wow.
Yeah.
There's a real energy in this room.
Yeah, it's about Brian Wilson.
Another one gone. A new one appears. You know, one friend leaves. a new friend is there.
Shows up. Yeah.
Shows up.
Yeah.
And even an old friend can be a new friend.
Yeah.
And we're hoping that's what's going to happen here today.
Yeah,
Anthony Petrella.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to cut you off. Go ahead.
No. I was trying to think about like lately if there are like anybody from high school like worth reaching out to and like catching up with. There was like one guy. I feel like every time I've tried to with some, they like dodge me. But
yeah,
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that's always weird. You're like,
yeah. So it's like, is it worth trying with anyone anymore?
Maybe not.
Because nobody really gives effort anymore.
No one cares.
No one cares.
Or do they? We're gonna find out today.
We're gonna find out.
We think we got a real carrot in the mix today.
Yeah, totally.
But he could just be void of any real drive or meaning in his life.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna find out.
Yeah, that's what we do here.
You ready? You ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it.
The Acorn Archive.
Tony. You ever get that?
What's happening? Yeah.
Anyone ever
absolutely.
call you Tony?
A
Is
lot
that
of
a little
people do.
familiar? A little too familiar for you?
No, please. Feel free, Simon. Feel
Trevor
free.
was he's really into nicknames.
I heard that. I heard that about you, actually. I
no-
heard that about you. Yeah.
Trevor Dog.
Trevor Dog. Yeah. A lot of dogs.
Yeah, it's not real
in
original.
this area, you know. Everybody's a dog around here. Nate Dog, Nate Full Dog, the Pooch. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He gets that a lot.
You know, it's not all copying though. You got to be inspired by things.
I mean,
you got to be inspired.
Yeah. 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 I mean, imitation's greatest form of flattery, right?
Now, what inspired your whole personality, the whole thing?
Oh, that's a good question.
Where
I'm
did it
glad
all
you
come
asked
from?
that. I'm glad you asked that. Dude, I don't even, probably like growing up in Ohio, you know, Ohio has a pretty big influence. Yeah, dude, I don't even.
You a big field guy? Is that what you're saying?
Field?
You know, an open field.
Yeah, I grew up next to what we called the field. Now it's like a damn forest. But
So are you scared of like this urban lifestyle? Is it could freak you out?
yeah, it's hard for me to catch up with everything.
The big
you know?
city. I mean, this is
Yeah, Columbus. Yeah, our little slice of paradise, man. Oh, hold on.
Hey, don't worry about it.
Oh, well.
He's a nice guy. He's trying to help you out, Trevor. You don't got to refuse.
Dude,
Watch out for the lamp.
that brings
It's
me.
falling, man.
That reminds me of a story. Actually, you don't want no car keys in the vent
Now,
in
what
the
happened?
heated vent. Dude, one time I was going to a pool party when I was in high school, and it was in like a pretty nice area.
Yeah.
And I had to like just turned 16, like just got a car. I was like, probably the best day of my life, to be honest with you. You go to a pool party, you just started driving. So I parked the car. I'm walking over to the house, put my keys in my swim shorts. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Walk over like a sewer grate. Keys just fall right. I had a hole in the netting
shorts,
of the shorts. You know, keys right down the sewer. I'm like, well, my day's different now.
Yeah.
So I had to call my old man, and because I could see them. They were just like 15 feet down. And
Yeah.
So he attached a magnet to like a tape measurer. and
That's
just
pretty
shoved
good.
it. Yeah, it was actually like brilliant.
Was it one of the spots where you could like? Sometimes there's like a grate on a corner and you can get down in there.
Yeah, true.
But it wasn't that sort of situation.
I couldn't like actually get in. I could just see it. You know what I mean? But I couldn't actually like get down in there. But he got him. He just told me to go in the party. He's like, don't even tell anybody anything happened. I'm like, yeah, thank you.
That's pretty nice.
Oh yeah, that's my old man. That's how I got my personality, to answer your question.
From the old fella.
Exactly. You know?
Sounds like he raised you right.
Oh, hopefully.
When you dropped your keys down, he went ahead and said, "Don't." You know, don't. That's not. We're not doing that sort of thing.
Yeah, don't do that. You know, you just started driving.
Yeah.
You don't want to. So
that's kind of
I'm
like a
glad
rite
that
of
your
passage.
keys were okay. You know? Yeah. So we're not having a similar situation today.
That was a wonderful anecdote.
Yeah.
It's good. It makes you. Do you ever reminisce about the good times, the old times?
Yeah. I mean, I try not to like reminisce too much. You know.
You're looking forward.
Yeah. Ideally. Yeah.
You still see the old fellow?
Yeah. Not as much anymore. He's still back home in Cleveland. I was home last weekend. Saw him. So he never drives here, like, because that's a lot to ask. You know, 2-hour drive. You know?
Yeah.
but yeah, so I have to go home and visit him. But yeah, he's doing good.
Now that little chuckle, a little bit of resentment towards your father.
Yeah, of course. Like you could drive to Columbus. Like,
Yeah,
come.
You got the gas money.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I don't know. I don't know what he does without me. I have no clue. I don't know what he does, but I'm like, yeah, come hang with your only son. You know, why not?
We'll play frisbee golf or something.
100%. Yeah,
Come
absolutely.
on.
We could frolf.
Yes.
Right? Speaking of frolfing,
Is that too much?
I've been thinking about getting a game together. If you guys are,
I'd be into it. I have a partial set. I had a full set, and then I started throwing them.
I wrote a whole I wrote a whole script about frolfing.
Yeah.
It's basically because the word frolf is funny, but I was gonna have it all. The soundtrack would all be like Red Hot Chili Peppers song, and it would be very. The saturation would be very high.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, it'll happen eventually, but
There's gonna be a renaissance for that sort of thing, where that's what people want.
I like that idea. I like that idea a lot. We need the Chili Peppers over any activity.
It might win. It might.
Yeah.
It might win your father over too. You know, if you show him, you just gotta sell it to him. But as long as he doesn't know he's being sold it.
Yeah, we'll throw a disc around. Why not?
Yeah.
Why the hell not?
It'd be better if Columbus was significantly more interesting than Cleveland, because then you'd have some reason to make him come.
I think it is, to be honest. I prefer Columbus.
Yeah,
that's why I'm still here.
I think I do too, but I mean, I never lived in. Cleveland,
you're from Columbus,
Yeah.
though, right? Aren't you also from Columbus?
no, I'm from Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh,
Oh,
P-Town.
no shit. I didn't know.
And like Toledo, so.
Okay, I'd lived in Toledo for hot minute. There.
How long?
1 hot minute. Get it?
Where? Where at? Like what?
Well, I went to UT for
Wow.
I guess 1 semester, and then I left.
It's not good up there.
No, I wasn't a fan. I wasn't a fan at all.
Yeah.
Didn't really have any friends.
Did you play in the band up there?
Mm-mm.
Do you play in any band like
drums
and
like drumline stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah. I used
Yeah.
to do that. Yeah, I used to do that.
but not anymore?
No, I mean at OSU I actually, another good story. I auditioned and didn't make it. Can you believe it?
It's pretty
Twice.
competitive, right?
Yeah, very. Second time I think I came pretty damn close.
There's not that many percussion spots either.
No, it's really not. It's very like the first year I auditioned, that was like the COVID year. I don't really count that because like, how do you know if I play like over Zoom? You know, you don't really know how. But the second year when it was actually like everything was back like up to speed, I think there were 2 spots.
Yeah,
maybe, but anyway. But no, at Toledo I did not do drumline, but one of my best friends did. He was there, but then he left too because he's like, fuck Toledo, and he came here. So that kind of proves my point again. But so you didn't? How long? So you grew up in the Pittsburgh area?
Yeah, till I was like 13.
Yeah,
and then hung out like near Toledo, and I had like a few. I know a few people who like played in the UT drumline.
Oh no shit, really?
A couple of them are married now.
You know, my friend that was in it, he did tell me that he was at one of the Snares' weddings. Yeah. I wonder, it was probably one.
Probably him.
What's his name?
Nick.
I'll ask him. He's watching right now. Hi, Nick.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Hi, Bowie. That's my friend. Anyway, that's cool though. But
no, think he's trying to live? He's probably trying to live kind of like a quiet life, you know.
Nick.
Well,
yeah, that's what happens when you get married, right?
Yeah, young.
Yeah.
You get married young.
Yeah. That happens with some drumline kids, you know.
Straight from UT, that's a common pipeline.
Yeah.
Drumline at University of Toledo.
Oh man, go Rockets, dude. That's quite the place.
Straight to a lifelong commitment, and you know.
Yeah.
It's nice to have a thing.
It is
it's nice to have something going on.
Like this is your thing right now. I'm part of your thing. I'm grateful for that.
This is the thing. It's like some people have, relationships.
Oh yeah.
That are meaningful to them.
Yeah.
Whether that be romantic or just friends or. And we got this, we got
this
a program.
This is pretty damn good. This is a little bit better.
We got fame. We got it's showbiz, but the recognition that comes with it is pretty sweet.
I'd say, yeah.
I've been hearing a little of it might rub off on your friend. What was his name?
Bowie. Yeah, his name is Anthony as well, but it was just too confusing.
I think he'll maybe get a little fame from this. He'll get a taste of the other lifestyle. He'll wonder if he made the right choice, and that's maybe could cause a lot of problems. But this show is provocative.
This show?
Yes.
Yeah.
It can
sure.
It can mess with people.
Yeah.
If they're not doing what really their soul's telling them to, we're gonna call them out.
We're
gonna call them out.
That's good though.
And I'm not saying that this fella maybe he reminisces about the university to,
I didn't know anybody there that actually had a good time. Maybe that was the problem, wasn't surrounding myself with the right people, but because I couldn't even nobody was playing music. I didn't know anything, and I actually found out there's a decent scene up there. You would know better than I would, but I've heard that there's
music scene.
Yeah,
probably for
hardcore stuff like that.
For hardcore,
but I didn't there's house shows and stuff up there. I wasn't involved at all. I knew how to find none of it.
Yeah, we couldn't find anything like that because I don't know. Yeah,
but whenever it's a city that's just has hardcore music, it's just shitty shows is what that means. It's just shows that no one's making any money and
who's making any money anyway,
No, but these ones definitely are.
Well, there's a spot in Bowling Green, Ohio, which is where I hung out a lot because it's near my school.
Yeah.
But yeah, they have a couple bars there, and where people play. Some people from my high school play. I don't even know. They do play. I don't know why I did it in air quotations, but I mean they play and they can, I guess, make money from it because they can just keep playing the same shitty set over and over again.
Yeah.
And people will keep coming, the same people.
Well, I guess that kind of works, and that kind of those two places are the same in my mind, Toledo and
mine as well.
Green.
To be honest,
but it's in those places it kind of works because everyone's just kind of stuck there, so they'll probably just keep coming out. Exactly. If it gets big enough, people are who cares? I'll see them eventually.
Everything in Bowling Green is brown and orange.
Yeah, that's true.
I didn't like that.
Why?
I didn't like that at all. I know. Terrible.
I hung out there a lot.
Combination.
That was one of the few spots to go. And it was
How big is
lame.
the town around it? Is it just?
Oh, it's like a few streets, man.
I don't understand what these places are like. Is it just a college in the middle of nowhere, and then just some houses around
100%.
And then it's also a meth town too.
Big time.
Yeah.
Not that I. People just told me.
But I mean, and then you're there.
Yeah, you're just there. You're just there. And then people in Toledo, they just go back and forth. My roommates at Toledo would just go to Bowling Green too and do what, I have no clue what, but they were just there.
Eat at Qdoba.
Qdoba? I like Qdoba.
I love Qdoba.
I'm glad you brought that up as well. The one on High Street doesn't get enough love, I feel like. The Qdoba here.
Is it Mexican food, right?
Yeah, and I prefer it over Chipotle.
Yeah, that's a strong take. I like that as well. I don't go enough, I feel like.
Now, what pushes you over that line? Do you feel better after eating it?
Yeah, I think they also know how to prepare a burrito properly. But everybody's oh, I get the bowl. And you can't fuck up a bowl.
It's sitting there.
Yeah, you just throw it in there. Yeah. Yeah, you could tell when you're at Chipotle and you order a burrito, the worker is slightly peeved,
Yeah.
Made their job significantly harder. Yeah. Really the only thing you could do to make that job really hard, Give me the burrito.
It's every place you go, it's just can you do the thing? Can you make the come on, man. Are you? I mean, I'll do it.
One time I was at Jimmy John's, also on High Street. Dude, you know the one. Yeah. And I was there. I walk in. It wasn't super late, but it was probably a random weekday, and there's nobody behind the counter at all. There's one other dude in the booth, at the very edge, on his phone, and I'm just kind of looking. A few minutes go by. There's still nobody behind the counter. And then we see each other, lock eyes, and he kind of looks up, and then he gets up and walks behind the counter. Like, he was the only Jimmy John's Yeah. I'm like, okay, like, I'm sorry to inconvenience.
Jimmy John's got fucked during COVID. It was just like one crackhead in there.
Yeah.
Meat tasted funny and stuff. It was, what's going on?
Yeah. Yeah. The one by the gateway is better, in my opinion.
Trevor, thoughts?
I see it all the time. I never eat from there. That'd be a good spot to go after watching a film.
Oh, it's perfect. It's perfect. Or even before. Why not? Go to the bar, go to Euphoria.
You know, I remember one time I was, I think I was like 17, and I got Chili's with my brother after watching Toy Story 4 in theaters. I was like, it was one of the most underwhelming nights of my life.
Oh, man. That's disappointing.
Yeah. I mean, you know, you see it coming. I actually like Chili's more than most.
Really?
I'm a supporter of Chili's, for sure.
Yeah.
I like chili, but sometimes the beans are too much for me. It's
I don't get the Chili's, the chili at Chili's. I just like, you know, all the crazy burgers.
Oh, Chili's.
Yeah.
I forgot you were talking about the restaurant.
Oh, yeah, the place.
Yeah.
Baby back ribs. You know?
Yeah, I know that reference.
You ever get them?
Nope.
I've never gotten baby back ribs.
Not from Chili's, no.
No? You frequent diner at Chili's?
Not frequent. I've been there like once every 2-3 years.
You got to support local businessmen.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, come
Columbus is own.
Come on.
That's the kind of thing that makes me fall in love with this city. You know?
Yeah.
Chili's.
Chili's, Chipotle is nice.
Yeah, don't even get me started on Qdoba,
Dude.
Don't worry about
Jimmy John's.
On High Street.
Target.
Yeah, that's a big one. I like that. Yeah,
it's
I'm a
like
fan.
A
That's
lot of things
for
bring me
Just
to
found
the
out about
city,
that.
you know?
Yeah.
A lot of things.
That's how Columbus differs from Cleveland and Toledo and Bowling Green.
Yeah.
You know. But you grew up here, though.
Yeah.
Like, how close to, like, here did you grow up?
I grew up in, like, Bexley.
Oh, no shit, really?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Bexley. Bexley's cool.
Berwick, technically, but...
I don't know, Berwick.
Yeah, whatever, man.
Bexley, I know.
But no, yeah, just been here the whole time.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah. It's kind of weird.
Yeah?
It's
You
good.
ever
I mean,
think
it's
about
just weird.
leaving?
It's kind of weird being in one place here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta leave eventually.
Sure.
Just otherwise, I'm just gonna be like, I didn't leave. I'll probably come back, maybe. I don't know. I like it mostly.
That's the arc, right? You got to leave and then you come
back, right?
Yeah. That's what people are doing now.
Come back too early. If you come back too early, it's just everyone's like, whatever.
They didn't miss
You're
you.
back.
They didn't
They
miss
didn't
you.
miss
at all.
you.
You
Come
gotta,
back too
you gotta
late.
leave for a little bit.
That's a tricky game.
literally
Then people
literally
forget.
happens.
I know.
It's like it's just happened. Yeah, it's happening to people. Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To you?
I'm not gonna say anything.
You don't have to. I get it.
Yeah.
It happens with everybody.
Yeah, it does. People leave and then they come back.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
But people are gone too soon. You know.
Gone too soon or not gone enough.
And that's fine. I think it's cool. I think you should leave and then come back if you want to.
Yeah.
You know, if you want. If you have something to come back to.
Yeah, I don't know. It's it's also like once you leave,
it's better.
a lot of the things since I've been in the same spot my whole life, it's like even though I'm not like the nostalgic things that I see, it doesn't hit me that much because I still see it all the time.
Yeah.
So I think, but I also have like a familiarity with it. So I think if I did leave and I come back, and then you just notice all the differences and all the things that like are changed after not seeing it for a long time, then I think that might be that's got to be a lot. You know,
That's really good insight there.
you see all the stuff that used to mean a lot to you, and then it's like different. You can't really recognize it.
I was kind of thinking about like when I went to like every time I go back to Bowling Green, it's always like a lot of time has passed, but it feels like time doesn't pass like at all over there. But then like something like then you come back and something like the roads are new or something, and you're just like, man, a lot's changed around here, man. But that is basically it. Like that's just like the big news for them, you know.
Yeah.
The roads. Yeah. I don't like places like that because that is like that's like the story of the month, you know.
Dude, one time
This road
in
down
the small town I lived in when I went to high school, there's a semi just crashed into like one of the more like wealthier families who like contributes to like the neighborhood more.
Yeah.
Like the semi just crashed right into their house
That's
on the
crazy.
corner that I like hung out in a couple times. It was just one day. there's a semi. You bike past and there's a semi truck just sticking out of the house. It sounds like some Breaking Bad shit.
Yeah,
but
that does.
And then I guess this truck driver like they were looking for him. He was on the run, and he was on drugs or something. We think he hit the train tracks right by him, just flew right in, and then he bled out in the Maumee River. Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah.
How long after the crash did they find him? You know?
I think I don't know.
Wait, he ran away? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
I just want to know how long he was on the run.
I think they found him probably a few hours after,
Oh,
maybe the same day.
He bled out in a river?
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn.
Because it was right there. I think that's where I would have gone. Honestly, I'm on the run. I'm all drugged up in this truck. I crash into a house, heading to the river. That's probably where I'm gonna die.
A truck would be crazy though, because like you can be driving it for so long, and then like one day you just treat it like a normal car, and you kind of like speeding up to something, and then you're like, oh no.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like when you're like getting
and then you're in the
older
living
and
room.
You start like getting bigger and you don't know how to like control your body and you start
Yeah.
running into shit.
Yeah.
When you're like
that was weird.
10. Yeah.
A lot of people are going through that. They're running.
Dogs as well. You know what I mean?
Dogs.
Puppies. They get too big and are uncoordinated.
We got a
Just like
family of
driving a big
birds.
rig, dude.
Yeah,
Same
just
thing.
like driving a big rig.
Yeah.
You ever hop behind the wheel?
No, actually, but I've been thinking about it.
You thinking about it?
Yeah. Yeah. Why the hell not? Get the CDL. You know?
Yeah.
Why not?
Are you
What
gonna be
about
owner
you?
operator?
Yeah. Why not?
Whoa,
Owner
a lot of
operator?
debt, man. That's a lot of debt.
True.
Taking on a lot.
I
Taking on
had
a truckload of debt.
I had an uncle that was like, he was a truck driver, like great uncle. He was, like, you ever see Smokey and the Bandit?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's awesome.
Oh,
Who was
hell
he?
yeah. Who was he?
Yeah, was he Smokey?
He was he was Snowman. You know what I mean? He was like Snowman. He's like Jerry. What's his name? Jerry. Fucking.
Seinfeld.
Fuck. Maybe I don't know. I can't think of his name. The guy that plays Snowman on Smokey and the Bandit.
Have you seen Convoy?
No, actually, but it's same idea.
It's
right?
a good truck. Well, no, but it's like it's a very cheesy trucker 80s movie. I think it's from the 70s. I don't know, but it's so good.
Yeah. Yeah, that was like the era for like truck driving in like early 80s. That was like elite profession. Like really, not to say it's not now. Like,
Well, it's still just as difficult, but I don't think he earned any money now.
I don't know. You just have to be away from your family like constantly. But you know, some people might like that. Maybe like your friend in the Toledo drumline.
Yeah.
Maybe he should look into becoming a owner operator. You know.
Because it's nice to have a thing.
My brother went to school. He went to truck driving school and he failed. He couldn't back that shit up. But that's hard, so.
Is that what they teach you though? It's like,
yeah, right.
like you fail just because you can't. Like,
Yeah.
they have to teach you that.
That is how it would be, though. You show up, they're like, all right, do it.
Can't do it. Sorry, dude.
Yeah.
Not getting that license. But yeah.
You got to invest in your future, even if that means buying a truck, even if it means you'll be in a bunch of debt. At least you got a couple months of your life planned. You know, you got an idea of where you're going.
Yeah, which might be worth the debt, to be honest.
Sure.
Having a plan
Yeah.
is worth the debt. That's why everybody.
Yeah,
that-
don't kill yourself. Like, run up the credit. You know, see, if you
Yeah.
got something in the bank,
that's good
prove-
advice.
And then maybe you can get out of that debt if you're in a place where you don't want to die anymore.
And then you have something to pay it off.
You gotta-
know what I
you
mean?
gotta
you
got a
got something to
goal.
work towards.
You got a goal.
Yeah.
You got
Do I
a
have
reason
goal?
to stay at,
Oh, yeah.
Taco Bell.
Yeah.
You know,
5K.
they treat you well over there.
15K on the Discover card.
Yeah.
Bought a Rolex.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
That'd be hilarious. Like, all right, I'm just gonna live large. You buy a watch, you're like, I still want to die.
Yeah,
was
but
all of
you
it.
could flex on everybody though.
Yeah, you could flex on everybody.
Then everybody knows how much money you have. You know, that's important.
Now, what watch do you got on there?
It's a Casio, dude.
It's classic.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Had to go into debt for this one actually.
It was
Still
worth
paying
it.
it
though.
off. What?
Would you say it was worth it?
Oh hell yeah!
Are
it
you
was
heavy
worth
in
it.
debt right now?
Yeah, no, because of the Casio.
Any other large investments?
That's a good question. I could run through my whole financial health right now.
Yeah, give us a breakdown.
Yeah, okay. Let's see what I got. You know, rent, that's most of my money right there. That's the problem. You know, everybody's like, you're never going to be like situated if you're renting because you're just throwing money away. It's like, well, I don't really see another option right now.
Right.
You know? Can't buy anything.
I'm not gonna buy a house.
I don't want to buy a house.
No.
You know?
Because
Like-
then it breaks.
Yeah.
And
And
the
then I
house
was
breaks.
fucked. I can't. Can I curse on here?
Yeah, you can curse, man. It's a kind of an open forum for like conversation. We get into pretty serious stuff here.
I'm looking forward to that. Actually,
It's pretty provocative.
I've heard that. That's
Trevor
what
was
Garrett
trying to
told me.
provoke
That's what
you.
Nate told me.
Trevor had some provocative questions to ask you, and I'm going to give you the floor to do that. Huh.
You don't have to be too shy. You could hold off.
We'll start with. I'll say one of his questions.
All right. I would appreciate that.
Are you big into ping pong?
I'm again glad you brought this up. No, I'm not big into ping pong.
Big into ping pong.
No, dude, ping pong is like one of those things like you think it's gonna be really awesome, but it like never is.
Never is.
You just have to run around chasing a ball.
Sometimes it takes a little innovation. You got to play the game a new way, you know?
Yeah, true. I haven't thought about it like that. I don't think I'm good enough, you know?
You're not a sportsman?
Oh, no, I am. I am.
You're
Frolf, for
competitive.
one.
Yes.
Big fan. Dude, I didn't know what Frolf, well, I knew what it was, but I saw this dude like a year ago with this backpack just full of Frisbees. And I'm like, what's this guy's deal? Oh my God, nobody needs this many Frisbees.
Yeah, he's alone with.
Yeah, he was just
12
walking.
Frisbees.
I was on Summit, and he had at least 15 Frisbees.
Yeah.
And then I realized a lot of players have a different Frisbee per hole.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. It's just like playing golf, you know? You got your
Yeah.
driver, you got your putter.
I would always just take the driver and just.
Absolutely.
Goes forever.
Absolutely, yeah. That's what I'm saying. You only need one.
Yeah.
But, yeah, sportsman, you know? I'm a fan. Fan of all the sports.
Did you
Basketball.
grow up playing sports?
Yeah, not well, but like I love baseball. Speaking
too.
of, I've actually been thinking about getting a game together if you guys are
Yeah, I'll play.
If you guys are interested.
I'm.
Baseball, yeah.
Yeah, I played.
That's what I'm saying.
Played in my youth.
Yeah? What
Baseball-
position? What position were you?
I liked catcher.
Okay, yeah.
Big catcher.
Hard on your knees though.
Yeah, hard in
That's
the knees.
problem.
And then the sweat, and it's like, holy shit.
Yeah.
I pitched when I was younger, but then I wasn't good enough.
Same.
And then, I don't know, they put me at first, but I didn't really like it.
I was at first too for a while. I think that's kind of where they put you when there's not like a good lefty on the team. Obviously, like they usually
Yeah,
want a lefty
right,
at
yeah.
first, but I'm not a lefty, and I
Yeah.
don't think you're a lefty. Are
No.
you? Okay, I didn't think so.
But you just
I
like,
could sense these things.
baseball is a tricky one because you just choke so easily. It's like, because you're just sitting there
Yeah,
for quite a while.
true. Yeah,
And it's just like,
a lot of time to think. That's when you find out who you really are playing
Yeah.
baseball. That's where I got my identity from, dude.
Yeah.
All those long hours on the diamond. you
yeah.
know? Yeah. Back in the day. You
Yeah.
ever throw a basketball around? Either of you guys? You
Yeah.
ever get shots up?
Yeah, I was playing pretty heavily about
Oh yeah.
the past couple months, but then I messed my shoulder up. Haven't gotten back out there.
No shit, really?
But now I'm fine.
Okay,
Shoulder's
that's
fine.
good. Yeah,
I
that's
messed it up doing work, but
Were you? How did you hurt your shoulder? Were you mid jumper?
no. I was cleaning windows. I was doing the whole form,
Oh,
and then my shoulder messed up.
damn.
So it really impaired my game.
Yeah.
I think Trevor even won a couple rounds. You know.
That's when you knew you were injured.
Yeah, that's when it really hit me.
Just kidding. Yeah.
Well, we got to get a game together.
Dude, I've been saying that actually. Yeah, we should get a game together. I know Anson would be in. He loves basketball.
Yeah.
He loves the sport.
Yeah.
He loves it.
I remember that was the last time I played at remember the May 3rd show?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
The day before that, me, Joey, and Zach were playing basketball, and the kid got kidnapped or something.
What?
Yeah.
At like Tuttle or?
No,
What?
I don't know where. Well, we're not gonna reveal the spot because everyone's kind of gonna blow up our spot.
Okay.
It's kind of like a secret spot.
Good call.
But
Good
anyways,
call.
it's near a
Yeah,
ravine.
you could tell me off camera.
Near a ravine, and they're like, "Help!" You know. Which, first of all, we're playing a game.
Yeah.
We went down there.
Can't be bothered right
They
now.
weren't. They were gone. A bunch of cops showed up, helicopter,
Oh wow.
and we didn't find them. But it was. It's nice, you know, running through the woods.
Yeah.
You don't get to do that very often with a purpose.
True.
It's like, I hope, you know, there was a couple spots where we could have taken a slightly nicer route. It's like, I wish that kid was over there.
Mm. So
You know.
was the kid okay or whatever?
I'm not sure, actually.
Shoot. So he was yelling for help.
Well, no, what happened was, like, he was down there, and maybe we'll look it up later. If he's dead, we'll cut the whole thing. But
Yeah, you might have to do that.
anyways, he was down there by himself, and then his dad went down there, and then his dad to get him, and his dad was like yelling for help, and then they were all gone. Yeah.
Wow. Did you finish the game though? Did you?
No, my shoulder was messed up, and shoes were a little wet. I was down to keep playing, but the team was spooked.
Those aren't people you want in your team.
We got to get out there.
Yeah.
So when are you getting this baseball game together?
Sometime this summer.
Okay.
Sometime. It's been in the works for a few years, actually.
Okay.
Just been trying to spread the word, So far, I got a few people.
You a big organizer?
Yeah.
What are you organizing?
That's a good question.
Games, events?
Yeah, like sport. Yeah, like I'm a sportsman, so I try to like get sporting events organized for all.
Do you have any big like trips planned or anything?
That's a good question as well. No.
Yeah.
None actually.
Same here.
That's a problem. I need to get a trip planned.
You go somewhere.
Yeah. I got some people out west. I got some family out west.
Nice.
I just want to go out there.
I gotta get some people out west. I've been thinking about it.
Yeah, you gotta get some people.
And I gotta get a couple of them.
Yeah, you gotta get some people first.
Yeah.
I gotta get a couple. If there's any watching, we'd like to have you.
Yeah.
And we'd
give me a couch to sleep on when I go out west. That's all you need.
Give
really.
Trevor a couch and
a shoulder to cry on.
I'll just take a twin mattress.
Twin. Yeah, sure. That's all you need.
Yeah, and a shoulder to cry on. That's not too much to ask for.
Yeah. So how's your shoulder these days?
Shoulder's fine.
Okay.
We're back to business, but again, it could happen anytime.
True. Yeah.
Whenever your muscle hurts, it's like it's already too late.
Yeah.
When you notice it, it's like, oh no.
There's nothing you can do at that point. Trevor, what are some injuries you've had?
Yeah,
any sporting injuries?
Major impairments?
The only major injury I've had was I broke my finger against it got crushed against a conveyor belt.
Yikes, man.
At work. Yeah.
Where were you working?
At
Oh shit.
Yeah, and it was at the end of the shift. I was pretty tired, and the equipment I was working with was fucking crazy.
Faulty?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I also had my hand right in front of it.
So it's kind of your fault.
Yeah, a little bit.
Wrong place, wrong time.
It was terrible. Yeah. Yeah, it was my first time breaking a finger too, and I didn't know the proper healing process, so I just had it in the cast for a while.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize you had to when you break a bone, you have to train it. Ugh. Yeah, and it's the cat the little thing smelled funny.
Yeah, but do you ever take it off, or is it always in the little?
It was I took it off to film some shows, and then sometimes I would keep it on.
Yeah.
But it didn't really stop me. Didn't stop me from driving.
Didn't stop you.
Didn't stop me.
When you get that force of life, it's hard for anyone to stop you.
Yeah, that's true.
Still got that twinkle in your eyes.
He does.
And the guy at work was like, "Oh, just put some ice on it. I don't think it's broken." And I remember waking up and I was just like, "Why is it not better? Why is the swelling not gone down?" So that was pretty funny.
That's all you do for a toe or a finger, right? You just
there's not much you can do. I feel like rib. What are you supposed to do about a broken rib, dude?
It's in there.
Yeah. What are you gonna do? You can't fit. You can't put a cast.
It's
on
funny though, because when you're, I feel like that doctor visit is well, can you get in there? And they're like, it's expensive and stuff. We're not gonna do all that. It's
put some ice on.
Okay.
Try not to cough or sneeze.
That's how a lot of it. You're like, well, can you test everything? They're like, wow, I'd say fire up the equipment for you. We got 15 minutes. Come on, man.
You're probably
Get
fine.
You're come on.
You're breathing.
You're young.
Yeah, you're not even sweating.
Yeah.
You're fine.
Yeah.
Go back to work.
You have any health concerns?
That's another good question. I'm okay.
Yeah.
I feel
You're
pretty
fine.
Good. Yeah, feel great.
Do you think people that don't feel great, maybe it's in their head?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's.
And it's why is it our problem? What are we supposed to do about it?
No, I feel like that.
Well, you don't think you should help your fellow citizen?
No. I'm saying sometimes I think it's in my head. Sometimes if I think something's wrong with me.
Yeah.
No, I'm fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just thinking about it, it's no, I'm probably fine.
Or maybe something is wrong with me. It's like
now you're feeding it, dude. Now
you're feeding it.
Gonna start panicking.
It's tricky to know.
Yeah.
Because no one knows you as well as you.
Yeah.
So you figure whatever your opinion is probably the right one, but then
True.
It's not what
about you? Other than the shoulder, are you in good shape?
I think I'm in good shape.
Yeah, young, healthy, growing boy.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I have a peanut butter jelly saved for after this.
For today?
It's funny because if you think of what everything else that you call, like, describe, you say, like, it is this way, it has to be separate from you. You know? That camera is a camera.
Yeah.
But for you, you're doing the thing. That's whatever you are. So then it's like, should I do a better thing? You know? You're like, I'm probably the shitty person.
No.
But maybe I could rise above. And I could rise above quick enough that I could.
So you think you're better than everyone else?
You know?
You think you're better than everyone else?
I'm hoping to get there. It's good to have aspirations, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely it is.
So, you know, how do you describe it's like you can't describe yourself.
Who? What? You can't describe
You got to be
yourself?
articulate.
Yeah, no, it's hard to just.
It's hard to.
It's really if somebody asks you like, tell me about yourself. What do you say?
Which day? Yeah, well, which?
Let's say today's Wednesday, so it can't be a Wednesday.
Not a Wednesday if they ask me.
No, not a Wednesday.
Okay.
Thursday.
Not a
Thursday at like 3 p.m. Someone's like, tell me about yourself, Simon. What are you saying?
I'm suicidal. I had a good weekend and I don't know what happened. So it's going to shit.
Okay, no, that's like yeah. Gotta cover all the bases, dude. Yeah.
And that's realistic. That's
a
week
good
in,
weekend
week out.
though. Okay, yeah.
And then Friday, it's fine.
So okay, let's do like Tuesday. What would you feel on a Tuesday?
The next Tuesday, or is it? Is it yesterday? We're talking yesterday.
Yeah, let's say yesterday.
Yesterday was just a real party vibe.
Tuesday,
a lot of things going on. You know, it's just motion. You know.
Yeah.
Life.
Okay. You got motion on a Tuesday.
And then today we kind of slowed
Shout
down.
out Simon, dude.
Today we're kind of slowing down and really just a couple guys hanging out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Tomorrow I think is when it hits me.
Yeah.
I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. You know.
Do you have a credit card?
Credit card. I got a line of credit, and I'm thinking about asking for more, so then I could maybe go. Yeah, I'm thinking. Here's my thoughts. I'm at a point in my life where I'm gonna just spend it all. You know?
Hell yeah.
Go on one big trip.
That's what you're gonna spend it on, a trip?
A trip, maybe a watch.
Yeah.
You got me thinking.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, you need a watch. Yeah.
I might get a watch.
Drop a few bands on a watch.
I might donate it.
Donate it. Okay. To who? Donate the money from your credit card.
Donate my credit.
Why don't you just do that?
So someone can use it for something. You know?
No, I never thought about doing that. That's really funny.
Before it's too late.
Yeah. Yeah. You should ask for a higher.
A little
line.
more.
A lot more.
Because then I could do something with it.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot you can do. Take like a trip.
You gotta have money. You know, to make money.
If your goal is to make money, is that your goal, to make money?
Well, I'm thinking one last hurrah.
One last hurrah. What? You know? You're just beginning. This is like.
Okay, here's the plan. Halfway through the last hurrah, I realize this is the thing. Halfway through your last hurrah, you go, nope. I was cool the whole time, you know.
Chris McCandless,
and you bust through and to the next stratosphere.
Yeah.
And then you're hanging out there, and you got to do the whole charade again.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you're just paying off that credit card.
Casio, yeah. That you donated to ASPCA.
Well,
they sent you a T-shirt.
People are struggling. What is that?
What?
Animal
Protective ASPCA. Right? Is the animals... It's like...
I see a lot of animals, and they're just out there, you know? Yeah. So how much work are they really doing? Where's my money going?
Yeah, to the T-shirt.
I like a little transparency with these organizations, you know? It's like, what are we doing?
Yeah. True.
You ever think about starting a charity of your own? Never even considered it. Wow.
No, never even considered it. Who am I even trying to serve?
A lot of people
here?
need help.
Yeah. What areas do you think we need more
entertainment
focus on? Yeah.
Discussion. Whoa. I just actually thought of something. Okay. We have in our financials kind of an opportunity that Trevor was tell him about it.
Please.
A financial opportunity?
Yeah, I mean, you could really be a part of something.
You know, I know this one guy at work who, like, he knows he knows about the stock market, you know.
Yeah.
And we can talk to him and get advice and like maybe, you know, put a stock out there.
Yes, but we need a substantial amount.
Put it out there.
Yeah.
We need the liquid to work with.
Yeah, we need that liquid.
The juice.
So what we're saying to you is maybe,
We need that gas.
you know, because
You want my
you're
money.
saying you got some credit. Maybe we'll talk about it off air. How about we discuss this maybe off air?
Yeah, I'd be willing to do that.
Do you coming up in the next year or 5? Tell us what's going on.
Like what? 5? Sorry.
You think you'll get a dog or something?
I don't think so.
No.
I think I'm too selfish to have a dog.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's at least you have that awareness. Most people are.
What do you think about? What do you think about fostering a dog?
Yeah, what do you think about that? We had that come up.
My roommate and I were thinking about that. Like, you like rent a dog.
Rent a dog.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
give it walks.
Trevor was saying if I'm paying for him, I want him.
Yeah.
That's mine.
Okay. Yeah. It's like renting a car. It's like leasing a car.
Yeah.
Then you pay it off, and you're like, well, shit.
Yeah.
Just gotta give it back. Yeah. Then I got nothing to the end of it. You know,
Yeah.
that's like renting a dog. Like, yeah, you want something to show for it. No, I love dogs, but I don't think it is. Like, next 5 years, nah. Cat, I love cats.
Whoa.
I'd get a cat. Yeah.
Big cat head?
Yeah, dude, I love cats. I love cats. But I have enough friends that have cats right now that I don't need my own yet.
You got a
know what I mean?
cat by association. So.
Oh, big time. I have a lot of friends with cats, so get my share. I mean, we have a band cat, Cliff, named after Cliff Burton from Metallica. Anson's cat, Cliff. I don't know if you've heard of Cliff. You guys probably
yeah,
have.
yeah.
You probably met Cliff.
He's mean, right?
Yeah, he's actually mean as hell, dude. He just like if he was here right now, I'd just be sitting like this, and he would just attack my arm. Just
Yeah, a lot of cats are little killers.
It depends, dude. I think that cat has just been like bombarded by vibration its whole life by being in the lab.
He's just on edge at all times.
Exactly.
Maybe he misses the shows.
Yeah, that could be. Yeah, that could be. I miss the shows.
We all miss Community.
Just like Cliff.
Once it's gone.
Yeah,
But you don't savor it when you have it.
it's a very good point.
Or do you?
I don't think so. I don't think
Favorite
anybody does.
sweet treat? Come on, man. What from your childhood?
Oh, for my okay. I would say that's a good question, dude. The drumsticks, the ice cream drumsticks.
Those are good.
With the
Don't- those things aren't even like ice cream in there. It's apparently
You got
it's like,
what
it's like
is it?
dairy product or something.
Oh well,
It tastes
delicious.
amazing.
Yeah.
I think maybe ice cream they should do it like that.
yeah. Just make it all fake.
And I like the little there's a shell. It's just
Yeah.
one thing.
I love processed foods.
Me too.
The more that's what I love, dude.
Because everything's
The more ingredients, the better.
there's this acknowledgement that everything's a process. We're all going through something,
Just like the drumstick.
just like the drumstick.
Just like the dairy product.
What are you going through? Anything really got you down?
Things have been pretty good as of late. to
That's
be
pretty
honest with
good.
you.
That's
Like,
pretty good.
I
Trevor's having a
seriously-
hard time.
Are you?
I'm
Really?
doing good.
Okay.
Brian Wilson died today. That's
Yeah, he was
Dude,
crying.
Honestly, we should have mentioned that sooner. Yeah.
But we had a little memorial before.
Did you?
He
Good.
did like a 16-minute introduction on.
Oh, did you really? Okay, good. No, that's good.
It was good. It was good, Trevor. I liked
Yeah.
it, man. I really like you spoke eloquently, which is hard for him. It's hard for all of us.
He was just
Whoa.
getting started, dude. He was just.
What is that supposed to
Hey,
mean?
you just said I spoke to eloquently.
You spoke. It was a single.
It's okay. I do it too. Yeah. We all know. Whatever.
You said I need classes?
Perhaps we could, do a grammar lesson for an episode.
That's a good idea.
That people will feel like we're looking down on them.
You are. You both are. You're looking down on me right now. I'm sitting lower. Too,
Slightly,
actually.
yes.
That's intentional, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean it's that's why we got this kind of like interrogation set up. It used to be much more
Yeah.
casual.
Good
We
cop,
felt-
bad cop.
We felt people were,
They didn't take it
they
seriously.
didn't take it. They weren't showcasing the best of themselves.
That didn't take me seriously, so I made a change.
That was certainly. Well, I'm not sure.
I don't think it helped.
I'm not sure if it helped. I'm just not sure how seriously they are taking you.
I'm taking you very seriously, Trevor.
That's good. That's why we
Haven't
got
seen
you
you
in
in a
here.
long time. It's good to see you.
We had a debate if you were a good egg or a bad egg.
With me? You were talking. Oh,
We placed bets on it. We both said good egg, and I think we're correct.
I appreciate that. Hopefully, I could live up to that.
Do you think you will? Be honest.
Most of the time, yeah.
Most of the time. I think that's reasonable.
11 out of 12 months, maybe. Might have one bad month.
But then it's like,
there,
who am I? Am I the person that's good most of the time, or am I that other time? Depends when you ask, right?
Dude, that's a good question.
It's tricky.
That's a good question. Yeah.
Did you ever play laser tag?
Yeah. Absolutely.
You think you'll
Matter of
get back
fact. Just kidding.
Well, you don't have a.
No, I was just thinking about getting a game together. Maybe
We should get a game together.
If you guys
Laser
wanna-
tag?
Yeah.
I have a distinct laser tag memory. I was just running around all over the place. I bumped into so many people wearing that big vest.
Yeah.
You know? Because it's so dark in there and you're just running around.
No running, man.
Dude.
No running.
That wasn't
Stop
a rule.
running.
It wasn't a rule there. I just didn't care.
That was. You can just run around.
Yeah.
It's good to get the energy out.
Yeah.
What is that?
I think someone's like working on their shit.
The dude next door to this place. It's a little sad, you know. It seems like a divorced dad moved in here. He's always hammering stuff in the wall.
Yeah, it sounds like a drum set or something. Like it sounds like a sound check in a drum set.
Yeah, I thought someone was playing drums.
Yeah.
And you said one of your neighbors, their dog died and bought a new one the same day.
Yeah, that was a little strange.
That's wild.
Same kind of dog too, so it was just kind of like
No shit, really?
yeah.
So how long was she without, or was it she?
Yeah.
Okay, how long was she without a dog?
A few hours,
Yeah.
an hour or two, right?
Yeah, I think she had a lead on a dog pretty quick.
That's hard to come by these
It's hard to
days.
come by. It's
Hard-
that
yeah.
little
Trying to get a lead
dedication
on-
to a species.
Just replaced it right away.
What breed dog?
It's a pit bull.
Wow. Okay.
Great.
Well, they're all over the place.
They
They
yeah,
are.
Yeah.
They are. I had a pit bull in my life a while back that was a complete sweetheart.
Yeah.
Beautiful dog. Beautiful, just full of life and
Yeah.
personality and humor. But then you hear the stories,
Yeah.
Pit bulls.
Stories.
Yeah. And this is coming from, I'm not a huge dog person.
But you are
to
a
be
big
honest.
stereotyper.
Oh, of course.
Yes.
Of
It's
course.
important
Yes.
to be aware of what you're getting
I
into.
love stereotyping constantly.
I think pit bulls are kind of all over the place. I think there's definitely can be good dogs. It's just crazy you would get another one directly after because they're so.
Yeah.
I feel like each one's kind of different.
Well, I meant they're literally all over the place. Like that's all the dogs in the pound and shit. It's just a bunch of pit bulls mostly. Like,
Probably the last to.
although the person who told me that was her, so maybe she was just trying to cover up for buying another.
So she didn't even mourn her loss.
Maybe she did. I don't know.
I feel like you can't even.
I guess she only had that dog for a couple years, like his later years.
Oh, so she didn't even like that.
She's like,
that's what you're saying.
I'm thinking is like
waiting for
she's just gonna be like, oh this dog sucks. I want my old one back, and like that's like not. It can't happen. It's not
Man.
Yeah, that'd be the weirdest. It probably would happen. That's got to happen.
But
right?
some people clone their dogs because you can do that pretty easily.
Yeah, it's called a child.
Oh.
Dog child.
Yeah, you get to a certain age, the dog doesn't cut it, and you just have a kid, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And then you're back to dog after a.
Yeah, once
that
you
whole
realize you don't want the
cycle.
kid, and you're
Once
like,
you
oh,
realize
this was a
that.
mistake. I'd actually just like my pit bull.
Yeah.
You know?
But no, the divorced dad, he had his kids over. They were playing cornhole or something.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like a bumper sticker. I actually just like my pit bull.
Ask me about my pit bull. They got the family stickers, just one mother, and
And then
pit
just
bull.
stereotypes, just blatant stereotypes, you know?
There's like a Salt Life sticker on there.
Yeah. Got to get out there.
You can't see a Subaru without like having like a bunch of stickers on the
Super who? Super you.
Subarus, dude.
Anthony, thanks for coming on. Are you down
Thanks
to
for
do
having
some
me,
sort of
dude.
musical performance?
Yeah, I mean, I
Now,
don't.
plug your dates, plug the whole thing. Come on.
Okay, yeah, we
It's
got
a
some.
big platform, and this could really boost ticket sales. or
True,
whatever you're
true,
doing.
yeah, true. We haven't talked about the band.
Yeah,
Haven't talked about
the
band.
Cowboys,
Yeah,
the fellas.
or Hillhead, to be honest. Cowboys got
Oh,
some stuff
yeah.
coming up. We got some
forgot.
stuff. We got what's the next show? 21st, June 21st, at the Copa Cabana. It's gonna be us, Shop the Pig, Cellar Dweller, and Nodes. It's gonna be
Nice.
a good time, man. Nate Dogg put it together, so
Nice.
come out to that one. It's gonna be a big show. It's kind of like a fundraiser too. I don't know like all the ins and outs, but
It probably goes to some corporation, and they do good stuff with it. We love Target. That's why we're moving here.
Yeah,
you know?
we're actually giving everything to Target.
This episode is sponsored by Target.
Okay. That's good, yeah. Finally got a sponsor. Actually, no, you guys have had sponsors, right?
We did, but they come and go. They don't always,
Then
we speak our mind, and they can't always handle that.
Yeah, you speak the truth, you know. Your opinion won't be swayed by
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Anthony, thanks for coming on.
Thank you for
Trevor,
having
any
me.
final words?
That was good. I did have something to say, but I forgot.
He's got nothing.
Typical. Yeah, right when you asked.
Yeah. It's kind of when you're needed. It's when you're least available.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do for the performance?
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
You could also recite a poem of your choosing.
Poetry,
man, I don't even know what to.
Do you play guitar at all?
Not well, but yeah, I can do something on guitar maybe.
Hit something. We can find something to hit.
Anything.
Trevor.
Yeah, maybe I could. I don't know. I'm not very good. Maybe I should have learned like a cowboy song on guitar or something. That would have been funny.
Well, we'll figure something out.
Yeah. No drums in here. Just kidding.
No, I got a shaker and ham boning. Trevor.
You ever see the video of like Mick Fleetwood just like slapping himself? No. Just check that out after this. It's pretty good.
That's important to have a thing.
Yeah, it is. It's important to have a thing.
I just can't pick a thing, you know?
You got too many things? Is that the problem?
If I could just pick one thing and just like ham boning or badminton or just something.
Dude,
and
badminton.
Just spend all your time doing that.
I like badminton.
But I want to do something else eventually.
What, do you not know how to kind of? It's hard for you to allocate time to all the things you love.
And then I just end up doing none of them. Instead.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's what happens, you know.
It is. Any final words, Trevor?
Oh, I forgot him again, dude. You keep asking me.
Well, we'll switch over. Anthony, thanks for coming on.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
That's pretty good.
Think that's enough?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Play one more time, Trevor. Listening over.
Okay.
Yeah. Trey from Seatown. You know how we do. Acorn Archive, episode 22 is coming next week.
Is this 21?
This 21.
Ah, good move. Good number.
Anthony, thanks for coming on.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. You got this? You got this?
Yeah, let us know when you're good.
Yeah, we're good.
God, show business.
Yeah, show business is annoying.
All right, well.